You shout out Soda TV too?
Show TV shout out.
Okay.
Soda TV.
Soda TV, what up?
Okay.
Soda TV. Shout out. Welcome to Soda TV.
What's your name? Whatever it is.
Soda TV. It's Soda TV. Welcome back to Soda TV. Wow, Ye has been going, it's a down spiral, man. Been kind of going cuckoo. You feel me? Having a meltdown. And this ain't the first meltdown. This ain't the, call this Ice Age. This ain't the first meltdown and won't be his last. And it seems like this one particularly, he's going at all of the people that he was close to. All of the ones he so-called loved. You feel me? Just as last week, or maybe close to a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, I just reported when he was doing that interview with academics and he's sitting up there fully dressed in his Klan uniform, but with the black one on. Like that make a difference. Totally embarrassing us. What, Pimp C? Take that monkey off. You embarrassing us. 2 times, man. But in that interview, one of the first things Kanye get to yelling into the mic is, F Jay-Z. You know, ask me how much I make off my music. Ask me how much he make off my music. That's the question. Like, clear as day saying that a person is making way more than me off my music. Okay, we understand that's one understanding you can have of it. You can think like, hey, oh man, a person making more than him off of the music he's creating. Hold on, y'all. That's thinking emotionally. Intelligence is this. Music is business. Business is conducted a certain way. It's already an outline for it. With music in general, yes, a person is going to be making more than you, but in reality, you're making more than you would have made. You're making like 80 times more than you would have made without that person that's helping you. So really, you're making a lot of money. Like, you feel me? Let's just say if I was by myself, I'm out here grinding like the baby was before he did that he became famous for, when he did that to dude in the Walmart, when he was out there with the pamper and the diaper and stuff, going to all local like local places where people are there in the masses and just performing, man, just promoting himself. Right? Say I was doing that, and like that's struggling on some rapping, man. You're only getting heard by, you feel me? Let's just say you may be only amassing like, let's say you do that all day, every day for like a week straight. You probably gonna look up and only have like maybe like somewhere between 10 and 20, 30, I'm gonna say at the best. Be somewhere between 10, if on a poor week, 5 and 30 subscribers. Let's just say on a YouTube, let's just say on a small scale. To give you an example, you will have like 5 to 30 new YouTube subscribers a week doing that. As opposed to you sign with Bad Boy. You know how many new subscribers you're going to have a week, buddy? Yeah, you talking about probably about 2 to 5,000. You see how that goes? So you can't really feel no type of way about P. Diddy wanting to a big percentage of what he's already brought to the table. So that's all I meant to say. So getting back to it, and the latest victim of Kanye's craziness is Game, right? The Game. And this comes after the Game likes and supports a guy by the name of Top 5, one of his posts. So he likes or comments under one of Top 5's posts, and it makes Kanye mad. Hold on, but you got to take a step back and say, who is Top 5? What did he do? And what did he post? Okay, cool. So Top 5 is a Canadian rapper from the same place Drake from. So you know there's a connection. Yeah. It's like Chicago and Lil Durk. Everybody try to pay homage and deride. And it's one of those situations, right? But I did a little digging. Top 5 is like really like that. Looking at him, you wouldn't think so, but I did some digging. He just beat a first degree M charge in 2024. And by a lawyer that was paid for by yours truly. Y'all can guess who that is. I shouldn't even have to put it up there. Drizzy, right? Yeah, of course. Man, Drake out here paying for people to beat M charges. Like, you basically in the streets. You feel me? Like, for real, you're really in the streets, because you're not really supposed to get involved with that, right? Because first of all, when you do stuff like that, it puts a murderer back on the streets. You know what I'm saying? It makes them big-headed to where they're probably going to commit another crime, right? And more than likely, if they're a real murderer, the chances of them going to do another M are real high. So you're doing nothing but adding to the devastation of the community. But yeah, he helped dude beat that case, and to which Top 5 was arrested again in 2025 on weapons charges. You know what I'm saying? No, firearms investigation. You know what I'm saying? Around the same type of charge. So that's enough of me describing who Top 5 is to y'all. Y'all know who Top 5 is. Now we're going to go into what Top 5 did to Kanye. And why is Kanye mad at Top 5, right? Top 5, you know, Kanye and Drake's little thing going on. So like I say, the majority of people from Chicago like to deride Dirk in hopes of them getting something out of it and stepping up to the next level or stepping up to the plateau. They deriding him in Canada. Top 5 sends Kanye West messages that Kanye West considers threats, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and post some of these, so y'all, man, ain't no other channel doing this, man. I'll be doing that thing, man. But as y'all see here, this dude Top 5, yeah, I can see how Kanye can take these as threats. Ask about me, yay. Like, what you mean? Ask about you for what? But then he says, that's disrespectful where I'm from to question who I am. People, man, and egos. Ego is the word of the day. EGO. All right, I'm going on. Give me a call. I feel disrespected. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the man say to him, like, how you gonna feel disrespected when I've done nothing to you or said nothing to you? But that's where you get people that got enough sense, people that are street smart, And even if you ain't street smart, you realize where you understand how to perceive a threat, and you understand what those text messages meant, right? But hey, you see, Kanye said that, man, you ain't put there the 30 times that I called you. Hey, man, stand up Chicago, man. Man, shout out to the GDs, man. Free Larry Hoover, man. Stand up, man. Kanye really liked that, man. Stop playing. Called the man 30 times. You want ducking top 5? You serious? You know what I'm saying? So before we go into the rest, man, y'all gotta mess with me like I mess with y'all, man. Just out of respect, can you hit that like button and share this if you have time and patience? I appreciate that from the heart, anything you do, because you don't have to do it. But subscribing to this channel would really overly make me grateful. If you want to wait to see if I earn it and do it at the end, you can do that. And if you forget, I'll remind you at the end. Last but not least, notification bell. That's for you to be notified on any and everything I drop. So top 5 is subtly, he's subtly disrespecting, and as Kanye calls it, threatening Kanye, right? I call it pressing in a better way, you know what I'm saying? I can justify both, but I believe it's pressing, you know. And moving forward, Kanye West, the game ends up liking something that top 5 posted. I forgot exactly what it is. Kanye West gets whiff of the game liking it, and Kanye West went through the roof, man. Kanye West ends up posting this. White game, who I gave 2 Maybachs to, is showing love to top 5, who calls, threatens to KILL me? Well, I guess I'm not going to be executive producing that album anymore. Laughing emoji. Dang, man. It looks like a business relationship was just severed by something that looked like could have been talked about. But it's just like 50 Cent fell out with Lil Meech about coming under his daddy's post and supporting his daddy while they was at it. You know, it's like you riding with the ops, you better stay over there type thing. I don't know, man. If I was in that situation, I can see how game feel. You know, I mess with top 5. It's like I ain't picking sides. Like, it ain't like I don't mess with top 5 just because you bought me 2 Maybachs. But and then if it'd be different, it's different from Kanye. If Game just liked the post, or if he was commenting under it and doing extra. You know what I'm saying? Kanye West shouldn't jump out there all the way out there under a like or support or even a simple comment. But if it's an overly comment, you know what I'm saying? But if somebody bought me 2 Maybachs, yeah, I would have enough respect to not do a lot of things. But I don't know, man. So Game goes on to respond. And I'm going to read just a couple of them because Game has a lot of responses. So I put it up here for you to read. F you and your Maybachs, little ninja. I'll be back in LA in a week. Come and get them yourself. Going down a little more. So, you know, at this point, Game is in his feelings. I ain't never asked your weird for anything, for nothing. Excuse me. So he basically goes into showing you how Kanye West was saying that, no, I know I don't owe you, but I wanted to get this to you because you out of everybody, you're the only solid ninja, and then Game goes on to say, going down, nobody on earth weirder than these industry ninjas. So yeah, man, it's one of those, and I can see both of their sides. You feel me? I can see both of their sides on some grown man stuff, and it's just one of those things to where, and I think they can still sit down about it because I don't think they really cross the real lines, but I believe that they should have talked before this, man, because, if a person give you 2 Maybachs, that's a different type of love, so a different type of respect is supposed to be shown. But at the same time, Kanye West, you jump out there with a post like that, like throwing it in the man's face just because he support who he support. Kanye West was all the way wrong, and he was the one that was initially wrong in my eyes. He was the first one to do wrong in this instant in my eyes. But I can't say he was wrong for feeling like that, because I cut anybody off that deal with it's a person that I hate where I'm from. And anybody I find out dealing with him, shoot, I just be cutting them off. I see you in the picture with him, y'all go to a club Friday, and if I look on the Facebook and see it, in some type of way, I'm gonna cut you off and let you know. So it's just, I understand. The only question I got for y'all is, why do you think that the game asked Kanye West to come get his 2 Maybachs alone? Why is he worried about Kanye West coming alone? Why Kanye West can't bring his security? Why Kanye West can't bring his team? Why Kanye West can't bring his 2 cousins and his, his writer and one of his security? You know what I'm saying? Is the game planning on doing some backdoorish, or is the game planning on pressing up on Kanye West physically, or does the game plan on getting a little physical when the words come out? Because he want to express himself, but he understands at the tone that he's going to bring with Kanye West, he understands that, it could turn into something else, because he understands that he's going to be a little aggressive, and he wants to be able to do that. That's why he wants Kanye West to come along. Y'all let me know down in the comment section. Along with that, please attach that like, share this. We already talked about that. And we talked about me earning your subscription. So I want to know where we at with that. If you're going to give it to me, that's cool. If you don't, I'm going to sit over here and pout in the corner. Last but not least, notification bell that'll keep you notified on everything I drop. This is the self-proclaimed #1 celebrity news channel on YouTube at this time, The Real Soda TV. Outie.